All right, we're going to get right into this video. So on April 2nd, there was a track meet in Austin, Texas. I believe it was in Austin, Texas that this happened. Um, Austin Metcalf was with his brother and with his teammates at a track meet. There was a rain delay. So they had their own tent for their team. And when you're at a track meet or any sporting event, you're going to be talking about strategy, tactics, all that type of stuff. And there was Karmelo Anthony, who was in their tent. Now, Karmelo Anthony is not on their team, has no affiliation with their team. So Austin Metcalf said, "Please leave. Can you please leave?" And Karmelo Anthony says, "What are you going to do about it?" Or something stupid along those lines. We're going to watch a video about his brother talking about this. And after that, Karmelo Anthony went to his backpack, got a knife, flipped it open, right in the heart. Stabbed him right in the heart. Do you want to tell me why? Let's just start this video on why this is not national coverage. And frankly, why this is not even on local Texas news. There might be one or two stories about it. Think to yourself for just 1 second and just critically think for yourself. If this role was reversed, let's say Austin Metcalf was in their tent with, Karmelo Anthony's team, and they were talking about tactics, and he said, no, whatever, and he grabbed a knife and killed Karmelo Anthony. What do you think we would all be seeing on news stories in these last few days? That's exactly what I thought. It is a complete and utter double standard that pisses me off so much that the news doesn't care. The news only cares when it fits their narrative. They don't care about anything else. And it's absolutely disgusting to me to see that. We have a young kid who is probably 14, 15, 16, 17 years old, a teenager, a child, who was just murdered in complete cold blood. Crickets. Absolutely nothing. We're going to watch this video very quick. We're not going to watch this whole thing. We're going to watch just his brother. It's a little snippet about what happened during the incident. And then we're going to talk about something that's even more disturbing about this. So let's get into this video.
There was this kid, before I knew his name now, this kid was sitting under our tent at track. We asked him to move. He started getting aggressive and talking reckless. And my brother stepped in and said, "You need to move." And he's like, "Make me move." Austin grabbed his backpack. The kid, I tried to whip around as fast as I could, but I didn't see the stab.
Video from WFAA in Texas. Tragedy at a track meet. A teenage football life cut short. His family says he died in his twin brother's arms. The suspect, according to police, was a fellow high school athlete who allegedly brought a knife to a track meet and changed so many lives, allegedly, in the course of doing so. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime.
Okay. Who brings a knife to a track meet? I mean, just like why? Like why? I'm sure there's security there. Maybe it should be better security. I don't know the whole stuff going on there with their security. Why? Like if you need to have that when you're walking in your neighborhood, so be it. That's fine. You probably live in a bad neighborhood, but that's fine. Self-defense is important. I welcome people having carrying firearms with firearm safety to protect them and their loved ones. I love that. This is a track meet. This is a track meet. This is a movie theater. This isn't a club. You're not at a club. This is a track meet. You're running with fellow teenagers. And also, can we talk about why his first thought was go to his bag and knife him? Like, I was not there. Maybe there was more. Maybe when all of it comes out, but everything I've heard is that he was told to leave. He didn't leave. He grabbed his backpack. He grabbed a knife from it and stabbed the dude. Like that's clearly what's happened, because that's everything that's come out so far. And sure, if something else comes out, I will say I was wrong. But that's the information we have now. So as a 18-year-old, 17-year-old, whatever you are, your first thought of when you're told to leave or go from where you're not supposed to be is grab a knife and kill a dude? Like, is that where we're at? It's just like no self-control at all. And like, how devastating as a twin brother to have your twin in your arms bleeding out and dying. Like, I could not even fathom having any one of my siblings do that. Like, that is the most, it is very, very hard to think about. I would be so angry. I'm glad he's somewhat has it together and able to talk about this. And there's other videos of him talking about it a couple days after, but it's just, how sad is that? The last thing we're going to talk about, because look, I can bring up statistics. Statistics don't lie. Statistics are facts. And these facts say a certain people, again, I can't bring up, it's funny I can't bring up facts, but a certain people commit 50% of all crime and commit nearly 70% of all violent crime. But yeah, I guess statistics are racist. But all right, the last thing we're going to talk about, and one of the most disgusting things about this whole situation, is there is a GoFundMe for Karmelo Anthony. There is a GoFundMe for a cold-blooded murderer. And just as you see here, the suspect of the stabbing raises over $60,000. I just, what is there to say? I mean, honestly, what is there to say? I don't even know how to end this video other than keep this family in their prayers, in your prayers. It's disgusting. I wish I could talk more about what I really want to talk about in this video, but if I do, I will be completely nuked off the platform. So I guess the last thing I'll say is keep your loved ones near and dear to you. Enjoy the time you have with them, because yeah, it could be over in a second. So anyway, I'll see you guys later.